Hello everybody, Ugleh here from Second Life, and in this video tutorial we will be creating a access menu dialog box so that you can change who can access that menu. Alright, so today I'm using LSL Pre. It's a third-party free software that you can pick up. It's an external LSL editor, and then I have Second Life overlaid on top. So don't assume that the program just has a miniature me off to the side. it's just magic. All right. Now with that said and done, let's actually get to the scripting. So, what we're going to do is we need a list. We need a list as if the reason why we're creating an access menu. So the menu will be a way to change the box's color. So I'm going to do red, blue, and green. Okay? And now the access menu. So list access menu will be owner, group, or all. And I'm actually going to add a back button to get out of this menu. So back. So this will get out of the access menu back into the default menu. Okay? So we also need the access type as a string, and we're going to default it to owner. So whenever we select an option from the access menu, it will set it as the access type, which we will then use in the touch start. Okay? Now, because we're using dialog boxes, we need to create a channel and we need to create a listener. We don't need to create a channel, we just need to set the channel's number. So I'm just going to do integer. Let's make this more official. Listener channel is equal to, let's do like negative, like that. Just a random number. Just me pressing keys on the keyboard. And then integer listener handler. A handler gets stored as an integer, and it helps you remove it later on. So that's why we are setting the listener handler. All right. Now we don't need anything in state entry, but I'm just going to leave it blank for now. In touch start, I am going to create a key of the person that touched. So the toucher is equal to LL detected key 0 as the parameter. Now, if more than one person simultaneously touch start the box, so if more than one person touched the box at the same time, the total number of people touching, which is total number, would be more than 0. It would be 1 for 2 people, and it would be 2 for 3 people, so on and so forth. But the chances of that happening are so rare that we don't need to do a loop. We just set it to 0. And if by chance it does happen, the person just has to touch it again. It'll look like a failed touch has happened, basically. Anyways, on to the code. So first step would be to see if the person is the owner, because if the person is the owner, the person that's touching it, they will always get an option to go inside of the access menu. Nobody else should be able to go inside of the access menu except for the owner. So what I will be doing is, if toucher is equal to LL get owner, which is the owner, then we will display the access menu. So let's do that right now. First, let's set the listen handler. The listener handler will be LL listen, and we will be listening on the listener channel that we made earlier. And then we will be listening to no specific name. The key that we're going to be listening to is the toucher, which is the owner. And then we're not listening to any specific string, so we're going to leave that blank as well. All right, and then we're going to do a dialog box. LL dialog. We're going to use, I believe it's key first, yep. So it's going to be the toucher, and the message will be select a color, and the list of buttons will be the menu, the regular menu up here. But we're going to add to the menu, we're going to add an extra button. And to do that, all you do is do plus and then create a new list right here. And the button that we are going to add is access. So we have the regular menu, and then we have a new button, which is plus access. All right, and the last thing would be the channel, which is listener_channel. Okay, so this should create a dialog box for us to select a color, but also with the access menu. Okay, now let's just code the listener event, and then we'll get on to the access types for the other touchers. So let's create the listen event, which requires the integer channel, the string name, the key ID, and the string message. Okay, we're going to open and close that. Inside of here, we're going to do if if message is equal to red, inside of here we will code what happens if we click red. We're going to do else if message equals blue, then we would code in here what happens if they click blue. And finally, if message is green, we will make the box green. Oops. So very quickly, I'm going to code this because this isn't really part of the tutorial in access menu. LL set color, and then the color will be red, so 1 in the red value and 0 in all the other values. And then we're gonna color all the sides, so we're gonna do all sides. I'm gonna just copy that and paste it for everything, delete the extra line that I created. So it's green is the last value and blue is the second value. So that should do it for the actual menu options, the red, blue, and green options. Okay, next we will do the access menu. So else if message equals access, and just for precaution we'll do and ID is equal to the owner. It should always, but just for precautions, if the message is access, because if someone finds this channel here for any reason, they just figure out that that's the channel, they can type in local chat / that channel and then access, and it will let them go into the access menu. So we do want precautions to make sure that at least the person that's doing it, the key ID, is the owner. Okay, so with that said, we want to just copy this whole thing here, and we will modify it once it's in here. All right, speaking of listen handler, the first thing we want to do after creating the listener, the first line should be LL listen remove listen handler. That way we don't have a lingling listener. Okay, so now we have the listen handler set to the toucher, but there is no toucher in the listen event, so I'm just going to change that to ID, I'm going to change this to ID, the toucher from the LL dialog. We're going to change the actual text to select a access type, and access type, I guess. And then this would actually be the access menu, which if I was, access underscore menu. Okay, so that should do it for the access menu. So the only left buttons is back, all group, and owner. So let's do back real quick, okay? So if you're in the access menu, you're an owner. So you should be the only one to be able to press the asterisk back button. So I'm going to leave the and ID equals owner. Because then I will have to create, I would have to copy this and put it here. And then change the back to select the color. Alright. Then we're going to do an else statement. So that means if there's any other option, it is us changing the access type. So access type equals message. And then just for show, we will do LL owner say, and we'll inside of chat we will do access type has changed to and then access type. And to be able to change the access type, you have to be the owner. So I'm going to do else if ID is equal to owner. Okay, so that will be it for this part. And next part is setting the access types in the touch start so that people can actually touch it if they're in the group or something. So the if statement's just going to be now turned into an else if toucher is in the same group and access type is group. So if access type is equal to group and LL same group access type. No, not access type, sorry, toucher. All right. So if the access type is equal to group and LL same group is and it's going off the touch key, then it should show the menu for the group access. All right. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it here, but instead of having the access menu, we remove that. So it's just menu by itself. All right. And then we're going to do another else if. So I'm just going to copy and paste a new else if down here. And this is going to be if it is set to all. We don't need another and. We just open it up for the toucher. So that should do it. Let's copy this and paste it into our object and see if it works. So I'm just going to go to edit, contents, new script, rename that script access menu script, open it up and paste it in. And we do get a script error. Can't go without one. It's at the top. What am I doing wrong at the top? Doing something wrong at the top. Let me just rewrite the. Oh, I see. I forgot the end quotes on red, as you can see right here. Can you see? Yeah, you can barely see, but I forgot the end quote on red right there. So, just going to end it right there. And we get another script error because I forgot the end quotes on green. I swear I pressed it. I just assume, I guess, that it's time to get a new keyboard. Okay, there we go. Now it worked. Okay, so with that done, here's the box. And if I click the box, I am given a menu. Access, red, blue, or green. If I click red, box turns red. And if I click blue, it turned green. What did I do here? I see what I did. Okay, so this is RGB. B is last. G is the middle. So it's actually this way. But that's not really part of our code. That's that was part of the feature why we're creating the code. So with that done, you can't actually see it because I have a chroma key for green. So that's why you couldn't see green. So now when I click blue, it goes blue, red goes red. Access takes me to the access menu, which is owner, group, all, and then the back button. If you do owner, it will only set it to me. And if I do group, it will be group touch. And if I do all, it will be everybody. Now, I don't have someone here to test it out with me, and it would be kind of weird to have them test it one-sided. So, you're just going to have to trust me on this. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you.